like TV tax or whatever. It's just I've never paid that in my life, and I don't expect to. Okay.
Man, they got no style. Go check my profile. My lifestyle is so vile. Girl on my mobile. Girl from worldwide. Cash.
Hey people, it's your boy Sammy here. Welcome back to my channel. And this channel we talk about health, wealth, and education. In this video, we'll be talking about how to manage your finances whilst at uni and tips on how to save and budget and stuff like that. So let's get into the video. So first thing you need to do is assess your incomings and outgoings. How will you pay your way through uni? If you have a student loan, you should know your maintenance amount and you should know basically what your income's going to be throughout the year. Once you've totaled your outgoings and your incomings, you'll see if you're in a deficit or a surplus. If you're in a deficit, that means you need to get a job, or you need to ask your parents to help cover you for the rest of your time at uni. So what I mean by surplus or deficit is basically, say your income is, I don't know, 6,000 for the year, but you need 7,000 to survive. So you need to borrow that grand from somewhere. Whereas if your student loan is up to 4,000, you need to basically borrow another 3 grand for the year. So I'm not saying uni costs 7 grand a year, I'm just giving you an estimate. But yeah, so ask your parents if you need help. If they can't help you, then try get a job. It's best you figure out your plan as soon as possible to avoid you thinking about it whilst you're doing your degree. It'll be at the back of your mind and it might hinder your focus. So end of the day, you're at uni just to get your degree, so don't be worrying about money and food and stuff. If you need to get a job, just get a job. And yeah, you don't want to be living off baked beans the whole year. So once you've totaled your spending for each month after rent and bills, you need to make sure you don't exceed the budget, because if you go over 1 month, then the next month you'll be having to live like a scoundrel, because you'll be in a deficit. So for example, say you have a budget of 400 a month. 1 month you go over by £100, so the next month you're going to be down by £100, and you might need that £100 for something, and it could be detrimental to your budget. Okay, my first tip is to open 2 separate bank accounts. This will be helpful because it will help segregate your weekly expenses such as food and other living costs, including leisure, and it will limit you from eating into funds that are required for crucial costs such as rent and bills, etc. So one account will have your student loan coming in and your wages coming in, where that's where your rent will be taken out of, your bills, all your monthly recurring payments, and then the rest of your living costs and expenses and such as like food and leisure and all that stuff will come out of another account. What I'd recommend is to open up an online bank account like Monzo or Sterling Bank, or was it Starling Bank? They're quick and easy to sign up. It allows you to have an online current account basically. They do provide a debit card as well, contactless debit card, and yeah, so it helps. You can easily monitor your transactions from your phone or tablet or whatever, and a lot of these banks have actually free withdrawals abroad. So yeah, just have a look at those. If not, there's obviously the traditional banks like HSBC, Barclays, blah blah blah. So yeah, my second tip is to limit yourself on how much you eat and drink at uni. What I mean by that is eating out and drinking out. After you budgeted in your groceries, your outgoings, allocate amount of money for leisure and to ensure you stay within that budget. If you go drinking a lot, I hear it's much cheaper to actually drink pre-drinks instead of actually when you're out in the club or something, because they charge an extortionate amount. And try not to get bumped in the club because the prices are crazy. So take cash if you are planning to spend at the club, because you'll probably be drunk and you'll probably be swiping your contactless or whatever, and yeah, it just could be a downhill spiral from there. If you're getting a cab home, just split fares. Make sure you speak to whoever you're going with, and make sure you have the payment sorted. If you're paying this time and they're paying next time, or you're just trying to split it on the spot or whatever, just make sure you have that under control, otherwise you're going to end up paying it the whole time. And when it comes to food, limit the amount of time you take takeaways out per week or per month. If you're taking out 2 takeaways a week, that's £20 each or £25 each over 4 weeks, that's £100 a month, which is £1,200 a year. So yeah, that's a lot of money. So try and save yourself on that situation. Only go out to eat and stuff like when you need to, if it's a special occasion, someone's birthday or something like that. Try to limit yourself. But obviously, do try stuff. You'll be in a new city, and yeah, it's up to you really. If you have the money, then by all means. Study equipment and books. Okay, so in this tip I'm going to be talking about how to get study equipment cheap and where to get your textbooks. So for study equipment, just go to Amazon, get Amazon Essentials, or Tesco, get Tesco basic stuff, and seriously, that will do. Paper, you may prefer to write on fancier paper, so like as in not fancy paper, but a thicker paper, because the cheap quality paper, they are kind of crap. So yeah, if you like your 80 GSM or whatever, just get those papers, but try buy it in bulk. Maybe you'll find it cheaper. I know Amazon do bulk orders, so try that out. And yeah, if not, try find a wholesaler if you're really trying to save money. But yeah, also if you have like a tablet, an iPad with a pencil, whatever, or Surface Pro or something, then you can just use that for notes and it will sync us up and stuff. That's what I personally use now instead of paper. For your textbooks, you don't want to be buying a textbook brand new ever. Yeah, like first off, you see if you can get it from someone in the year above. If you can't, then you check online for a second-hand one. If you can't, then you check the library. If they don't let you've learned it for a long time, then just loan it like week by week or however long they give you to loan it. To be honest, textbook in the uni is not really essential. Some of them may have some essential readings. If you do, then those maybe are the ones that you have to purchase. But never try buy it brand new. Try to find a second hand. If you can't find a second hand, just try to find it online. If not, also try the year above. Say you're on first year, ask the second years, because they've done that stuff. So they may have that textbook and they're trying to sell it. So yeah, just buying it brand new is the last option. Even if it's like a 4th edition book, try to find a 3rd edition. I'm pretty sure it's going to be really similar. So just try to save money where you can. And yeah, because these books can be really expensive. My 4th tip is to buy all your products or like stuff that you're going to buy at uni with discount codes, student discounts and all that stuff. So use sites like Uni Days, search up discounts on the internet, whatever. Use stuff like Hot UK Deals, and yeah, use these sites. Always try to find the best deal before buying anything. They'll save you a couple of quid, and yeah, if you save £30 here and there, that's like your groceries for the week. My 5th tip is to beware of free trials and limit recurring payments. What I mean by free trials is stuff like Amazon, Spotify, stuff like that. I know for example Amazon Prime, if you sign up to the free trial, afterwards they charge you £70 for the year. Make sure you do not get caught out with this, because they will just charge you straight away without any warning. So make sure you cancel it unless you want to keep it, but £70 for the year is a bit ridiculous. But yeah, also limit your recurring payments. So what I mean by this is say you like your phone bills, your Spotify, your Netflix, whatever, just limit those per month, because obviously that's an outgoing that's going to be consistent throughout the whole time you're at uni. So if you're feeling like your budget is really tight, stuff like Netflix and Spotify, you can actually share those accounts and like make your own profile or whatnot. So yeah, just ask your flatmate if they want to go 50/50s or something like that. Stuff like TV tax or whatever, I've never paid that in my life and I don't expect to. Okay, unless I got my own house or something. But whilst at uni, you don't need one. Seriously, you won't even watch TV. It's like BBC iPlayer is like the only thing that requires TV license nowadays anyway. My 6th advice would be to open a student account. So what I mean by this is, go to your bank and apply for a student account. A lot of them will have different offers. So some of them will provide Amazon discounts, Amazon voucher codes, Prime days or whatever, and then some of them will provide rail cards, and some of them, you know, whatnot. Look for the best deal, whatever suits you, just go for that. And yeah, why I say to sign up to these student accounts, not only do you get these benefits, but you also get an interest-free overdraft, which is basically money that they'll lend you and you won't have to pay back until you finish uni basically. But it's best you do not exceed that and just use it as a buffer, so you just dip in and out of it when you need like emergency cash flow or whatever. So it just keeps you from, you know, getting to zero and starting to worry, because then you at least have a little buffer where you could you know, dip into here and there. But yeah, try to avoid using it at all costs anyway, because it does build your credit score if you don't go into it too much, and it shows that you're able to pay it off all the time. But if you're dipping into it and you're stuck in a rut, you can't get out of it, then it can start getting a bit serious, and you know, you'll start earning money, and by the time you finish uni, you'll have a lot of money to owe back. But obviously, as there's no interest, it is a good way to leverage your account. And don't worry too much about when you graduate, because you can actually apply for the graduate account, so then it will actually charge you a small interest rate where compared to like where it would be if you weren't. So that's another thing to consider. So yeah, these low interest rates will help you avoid absurd amounts of interest, so don't worry. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and it'll be much appreciated. If you think like I didn't do well or I need to do something better, just leave that in the comments below. It'll help me improve as a YouTuber. As you can see, I've just started, so anything will help. So I'll see you later guys. See you in the next video. Bye.